Hello and welcome to another First Impressions video from MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at Scarlet Legacy. It's an MMO released, I think it was published and developed by OnNet. It's available over at GamesCampus.com and was originally released in 2011. We're going to take a look at this free-to-play game. Very Asian themes, you can tell by the music and the art style. So let's first start by creating our character. You can choose from one of 4 classes. Let's just pick the Mage, the Mystic. Looks like they're kind of bardish. We also got a Monk, Assassin, and a Warrior. So yeah, we're gonna just look through one last time. That's what they all look like, and let's pick our Mystic. Kind of interesting that they use a lute rather than a staff, but it's a different genre than our traditional fantasy MMORPG. Just taking a look at creating our character. Pretty basic options. That's okay, fewer things to distract us from the gameplay. And we gotta pick our name, and then we could just jump right into the game. There we go. So let's hop into the action. And it might not be innovative, but sometimes familiar is good. We can see WASD movement, click movement, and the exclamation point question mark for quest indicators. That's okay, because that means we know what we're doing. That means this is going to be a solo quest leveling experience, at least at low level. At high level, a lot of Asian games involve co-op grinding. So let's just start by going through and wandering around town, turning in these quests. We do have the little quest objectives in the corner. Let's just click on a name, and that'll take us to the guy we're going for. Good for a first player. What's really easily to get lost, so let's just use this. You can kind of go through the tutorials, read them more carefully. We're just gonna skip through them. I mean, this is pretty straightforward stuff here. We also have the mirror, which is kind of like a little story within our quest, and apparently a giant something is looking at me but not looking at me. She's got her back to me. I'm a little confused, but I don't care. So we're just gonna wander around. We're just trying to do all these little starter quests and figure out some of the controls. You know, usual intro quest. There we go. Getting some XP, we're leveling up. Let's find something maybe a little more interesting. How about we fight a wooden post? That's always fun, right? We got nice epic sounding music, and got the targeting and abilities for the combat. So a target a mob, I can tab target, click on it, whatever, and then I just hit quick bar abilities until they're dead. In this case, I had a little cast time fireball type spell. The music turns back to very... kind of reminds me of Kakariko Village from Ocarina of Time. That kind of theme. And we got spacebar as our jump. Kind of a slow-mo bullet time jump. This is a little bit of an annoying quest. Let's skip forward to some more combat. How is this thing actually fight me back? Because yeah, these MMOs are often about combat rather than story, except for a couple of story-driven ones. Oh, before we jump into some fighting, I thought we would go train. We've been leveling up a little bit. Let's see if I got any skills to play with. So, yeah, what she said, but you hit K for training. There, I got a new spell. There we go. Hit K, I can drag it into my bar, and just like any other game, I have a new spell I can play with. There we go. Let's use that new spell to go into combat. And we're back, and got the epic music. That's because we're gonna fight some foxes, lots of them. I'm not really here for a quest, I actually just wandered around and found something to fight. Looks like we got some aggressive, or at least neutral ones next to our friendly ones. We just clear out some of these. You'll see I have 2 different skills, one with my longer cast time, and then it's enough to one-shot them. And I got a nice little kind of instant cast, got a bit of a cooldown on it. So we can just cycle through these and burn through a ton of these monsters and level up slowly. My little blue bar down there shows how much XP I need to level up. So we'll just kill them for a little bit until I get them next level. It's a loot of some sort, but it kind of looks like I'm running out with a skateboard. Notice my melee damage is really low. Well, I'm a mage, so... or, I'm sorry, a mystic in this game. Oh, and they can dodge spells, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it looks like we're handling these all easily enough, but these are probably the equivalent of critters in World of Warcraft, so we can't judge the combat based on that. But music is interesting. The game looks pretty good for free to play. Flick it out, check it out. It's available for free over at GamesCampus. Like the content, stay tuned to more games like this from MMO Play.